Hello everyone, the coal you are seeing right now is formed millions of years ago after the burial of plants and animals, and a coal is a type of sedimentary rocks. So students, myself Himanshu Dhupia, and today we are going to talk about the sedimentary rocks, formation, classification, textures and many. We will talk about sedimentary rocks in detail that can help you in your examinations where geography is a dominant subject. It's like UPSC, SSC, PSC examinations. Okay, so in earlier videos we talked about the igneous rocks, and today we will talk about the types of sedimentary rocks like clastic, chemical, organic. We will talk in detail. So if we go into a recap, so we are continuing the series of rocks. Basically, in first video I talked about the igneous rocks, okay, intrusive and extrusive. In this video we will talk about clastic, chemical and organic, and in the upcoming video we will talk about foliated, non-foliated, means metamorphic and metamorphism. It's very important for your examination point of view, so you make sure you subscribe the channel for this latest updates. Whenever I will upload the video, you will get the first. So I welcome you all at Universal Group of Institutions. Okay, so our admissions are open for 25-26 session, and we are offering PUC, BCom, BSc, BA, BA LLB and MA Political Science along with the competitive examination preparations, like in POC, CLAT, CSET and CUET. In BCom, IAS, IP and KS. This year we have started CA, and in BSc and BA, IAS, IPS and KPS, KX coachings will be conducted along with the academics. So you make sure you register yourself at universalinstitutions.com, and if you put referral code HIM007, you can get an interesting discount also. Okay, so then students, if we talk about the properties of sedimentary rocks, so first property is layering, stratification. Okay, this is the layering. As you can see, these are the years: Precambrian, Proterozoic, Paleozoic. Okay, so this is the structure of Colorado River we have. So most sedimentary rocks exhibit visible layers, and like see the example of this particular shale. See, you can easily see the layers. The whole rock is made up of layers only. Okay, second is fossils. So many sedimentary rocks contain fossils only. That is, like, what is fossils? The preserved remainder of plants, animals and microorganisms. So you will find fossils in the sedimentary rocks, not in igneous or metamorphic rock. So it can be asked in examination that which of the following rocks contain the fossils. Answer would be sedimentary rocks. Okay, fine. Third is porosity and permeability. So basically, sedimentary rocks are not that much dense, they are not that much heavy also as comparison to igneous rocks. So properties of sedimentary rocks will be that these are porous. Porous means these will have lot of gaps to fill the have water and gas also. They can trap the water and the gas. Okay, remember that. Fourth is variability in grain size. So as you can see that all these four are the sedimentary rocks only, but this one you can clearly see the grains here, and here you cannot see even single. It looks like a very homogeneous type of rock. Okay, so these are called coarse grain, this fine grain. So in UPSC or in any competitive examination, question can be asked, arrange these rocks into grains according to grains, descending order of grains: conglomerate, sandstone, siltstone and shale. Okay, fifth is clastic texture. What is clastic, students? So clastic means, as you can see in the diagram itself, that these are clastics. When these clastics are coming together and forming a new rock, that's the example, that is the property of sedimentary rocks only. Sixth is biogenic and chemical textures, that some sedimentary rocks like limestone, okay, and this is the chert, and this is limestone. These are formed from where? From the biological materials. Like earlier I told you that limestone is made up by the skeletons of aquatic organisms like plants and what fishes, seahorses. I told you very coral reefs and all these. So sedimentary rocks will have the chemical texture and biogenic texture also. Seventh is color variations. So as you can see that there are a lot of, like, clearly you can see which type of rock is this. Tell me. This is clearly a sedimentary rocks, as you can see the layers, right? Clearly the layer formation are, you won't find such type of properties in the igneous or metamorphic rocks. You have to remember that. And this coloring, sometimes it's red, like right now this particular rock is red, and this red color is due to what? Iron oxides. Okay, remember. And other also yellow, sometimes red, sometimes orange, is all due to the oxides of iron only. You have to remember. Okay. Eighth is softness. So generally we find the sedimentary rocks are softer, like gypsum. I told you gypsum is very softer rocks. Okay, because they are less dense. Density is very less, and like igneous rock were formed by the molten magma's solidification, lava's solidification. But these rocks are formed by the cementation of sedimentation, sediments, debris, small pebbles, boulders. So that strength is not that much. Okay, so you have to remember softness also. If we talk about the classification and types of sedimentary rocks, so there are three: clastic, chemical, and organic sedimentary rocks. So first example, if I say clastic, if we talk about the clastic sedimentary rocks, so we can say that what are clasts? These are clasts. Okay, these are clasts. When all these clasts came together, cemented, clastic sedimentary rocks are formed. So the definition also like this: the clastic sedimentary rocks form from the accumulation of clasts or fragment of other rocks and minerals. In the United States, like as you can see, this particular photo is from the Arks National Park from the United States. So the rocks that was here, it left, it just flew away by the erosional process of air, wind basically. So this Ark National Park is made up of generally the sedimentary rocks, and I'm just guessing that this particular rock is just sedimentary rocks only, sandstone. I think it is sandstone. Because why I'm saying that? Because it is having some layers inside. 100% is sedimentary rocks only. And where did this go? This went off, like it got eroded due to the erosional process, erosional work done by the winds. Second example is Grand Canyon. So as you can see, layerings. Can you see the clear layerings are there? So Grand Canyon is also made up of the sedimentary rocks only. Okay. So if we talk about the grain size, so you have to remember the grain size for examination point of view, that boulder is greater than 256 mm, cobble 64 to 256 mm, pebble 2 to 64 millimeter, sand is 1 by 16 to 2 millimeter, silt is 1 by 256 to 1 by 16 mm, and clay is less than 1 by 256 mm. So this is the descending and ascending process. 100% it can be asked in examination, that boulder is bigger or silt is bigger, pebble is bigger or sand is bigger. So you have to remember this particular grain chart, okay, grain flow chart in the same manner. Okay, shape of clastic sedimentary rocks can be either angular or rounded. Okay, so I've given you this one. Now thing is that boulders are less, that's why it is in the last, and the clay are more in number, more in the quantity. So we have taken the map like this only. Okay. So if we talk about some examples of clastic sedimentary rocks, so siltstone, mudstone, sandstone, shale, breccia, conglomerate, and gravois is the example of clastic sedimentary rocks. As you can see in the right side also, all these are the examples of clastic sedimentary rock. And simple reason is very simple, as you can see the diagram itself, that due to these clastics, due to these boulders, every stone is having that. And what are these? These are not clastic, this is a different one. Clastic means we can literally see those parts, like chert is not there, CHERT, that rock is not in the clastic sedimentary rock because it's very clear, it's very fine grain particles. Okay, these all are the names of sedimentary rocks on the basis of grain size. So you can check this out. My main concern is this one, abrasion. What is abrasion? So what happens that this particular first photo, okay, this is not properly sorted. As we are going more cementation, more compaction, it will be very well sorted. So initially the poorly sorted sediments will be angular in shape. As we are going into the further cementation, it will become more round, okay, as you can see in the diagram. And abrasion also increase during the transportation. So what is abrasion? Abrasion means rocks and sands rubbing on each other via wind or water. Means this particular phenomenon, why this gap happened? This gap happened due to, not due to, like it happened due to wind only, it happened due to the water only, but the problem is that that air, that wind or that water was containing sand. Okay, when the wind was flowing, sand was also flowing, and because of the rubbing of the sand, this particular formation happened. That is called abrasion. Remember that. Okay. Now, if we talk about the second classification, second type of sedimentary rocks, that is chemical sedimentary rocks. So chemical sedimentary rocks form from mineral precipitation from solution. Means like if there is a solution and that solution is falling on some caves and all, the example being this. Can you see this? This is the example of Carlsberg caverns. So minerals are coming from above. This is a type of, this is a cave, and minerals are coming from above. As they are coming down, they are getting solidifies. So such type of formation, such type of sedimentary rocks are called as chemical sedimentary rocks that are formed by some type of chemical reactions. Okay, you have to remember. So example being limestone, dolostone, chert, halite, travertine and gypsum are the examples of chemical sedimentary rocks. You have to remember that. Okay. Third example, third classification of sedimentary rocks are organic sedimentary rocks. So as you can see that this is a tree. Okay, these are some plants, trees, stagnant water, and when these plants will, they will expire, or we can say due to natural process, their age is over. Now they will be buried under the water or under the sediments. Now that tree will be called as the first stage of changing of tree into a coal is the peat. This is the first stage. Second will be lignite, third would be bituminous, and the fourth will be anthracite. It's not written here, let me write anthracite. These are the four type of coal: peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. So anthracite is the top quality coal. Reason is that anthracite will contain least water, least moisture and high carbon content, and it is opposite in the case of peat. In peat lot of moisture is present and very less carbon content is there. That's why it is it's not preferable in the industrial activities. In India also we generally import anthracite from the outside countries only. Okay, you have to remember that. So example of organic sedimentary rocks are chalk, coal, chalk, coal, peat, lignite, oil shells and diatomite. So example of diatomite is this. So this particular it is Dover, it is a white cliff in Dover, England. So why this white color came? How come this white color came of this particular rock? So this white color came from the diatom, this mineral. Okay, because of that it got the white color. So these are called as organic sedimentary rocks. So properties we have already talked about. This is very important actually. Layering and stratification. Visible layers are there. Visible. See, visible layers are there. Lot of like 150 of layers are there. Second property can be fossils. That when rocks are, you found fossils in the rocks. Okay, then that is our again sedimentary. Third can be porosity. As you can see in the limestone, lot of porosity is there. Okay, so it will contain water, H2O, and more further degradation will happen. Fourth is variability in grain size. We have already done that. So sedimentary rocks are generally like where we find sedimentary rocks in the like large numbers. So like we've generally found sedimentary rocks in aquatic or windy environment, like this is river, our floodplains. Floodplains means, what is floodplain? This is a river flowing. Can you see the river? So when this river water will be coming out due to floods and all, so the soil generally the rivers carrying is alluvial soil. So alluvial soil will deposit in these and in this direction. Okay, alluvial soils are deposit here and alluvial soils is deposit here, and as you can see, alluvial soil is the like most fertile soil in the world. That's why we have the agriculture here. Can you see this? Agricultural fields are there, lot of forestry is happening. So sedimentary rocks. Third can be like these are the type of deltas, wherever the this river is about to meet the ocean. At this such type of places sedimentary rocks will be there, because a lot of swampy environment means stagnant water is there. The sediments have lot of time to settle in such environments. Okay, so in flowing river you won't be having that much. In flowing river it will be called transportation. Okay, transportation of sedimentation happening, but where the sediments will settle at these areas only, stagnant water. Just see what is going on. Generally, like most of the sedimentary rocks you will find in the floodplains, in the deltas, in the lakes, in the oceans, in the deserts, in the glacial type of environment only. Okay, and this generally we will find this sedimentary rocks in the beaches also. So as you can see, these are type of our sandstones only. Okay, so that's all about the sedimentary rocks. I hope you understood it well, and if you have any doubts, tell me in the comment box. I will try to solve that. Okay, so in next video we will talk about the metamorphic rocks. So if you haven't watched the igneous rock, please make it please watch it, and if you have not watched this particular video in the proper way, do revise that again and subscribe the channel and put the bell icon on for this particular video. It's going to be very interesting. We will talk about it in the next video. So whatever we have done so far, on the basis of that, some UPSC questions, or we can say probable questions, can be asked in examination, that which of the following rock type is most likely to contain fossils. Okay, answer is simple: sedimentary rocks. Simple. See, before this lecture you might not be knowing that, you might be struggling in that. Now you won't, because now you know that which rock contain the fossils. Which of the following sedimentary rocks is used in the manufacturing of cement? Answer would be what? Coal, dolomites, limestone, quartz. Answer is definitely limestones. Limestones are generally used in the manufacturing of cement that we use for the construction purpose of our buildings, houses, etc. Now next, which process is not involved in the formation of sediment? Not involved. So erosion, melting, compaction, cementation. Did you find in my lecture anywhere melting? No. So melting is, it may be the igneous rocks formation, but erosion, compaction and cementation is the formation of sedimentary rocks only. So melting is the not involved, not. Okay. So these were the short type. The long can be explain the formation of process of sedimentary rocks and other classifications. Simple, that how sedimentary rocks are formed, what are their classification. So this particular video, this lecture will help you in answering all the datas, and how they are different from other rocks, that can be asked. Second is economic significance of sedimentary rocks in India. Why? See this, because limestone is very important, this catalyst we can say, or rock we can say, in the manufacturing of cement, and cement we require for the our development purpose. That's why this question can be framed like this. So apart from the limestone, there are many other slates, shale, all these rocks are there, which is important for the economy also. Next can be describe the role of sedimentary rocks in understanding Earth's past environment. Definitely, if layerings are there, if 1, 2, 3, 4 layerings are, then we can easily understand what happened in the past. Okay. The fourth is discuss the process of sedimentary rock formation, explain the role in a resource extraction. what makes them suitable for fossil preservation. Why exactly sedimentary rocks are suitable for the fossil preservation? Very good question. You should research over it. So this is your homework. Try to write all the answers under each answer in under 250 words for the UPSC mains purpose. Okay. So I hope this lecture was beneficial to you. If you find this beneficial, give a thumbs up, share and subscribe the channel for more such updates. Thank you so much and see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe it. Yeah.